No one can touch Satoru Gojo, not in strength, skill, or speed. But that invincibility comes at a cost. He can fight any curse, control any battle, but understanding him, reaching him, sharing his thoughts, that is impossible. Power protects his body, yet leaves his mind exposed in ways no one sees. Every time Gojo defeats a curse effortlessly, he sees the distance between himself and others. He can protect lives, stop disasters, even defeat enemies like Jogo or Mahito with ease. Yet no one can feel the burden of holding that power, the constant calculation of risk and consequence. Strength brings safety, but not freedom. Allies and students admire him, but they cannot experience his perspective. Gojo sees the world differently, perceives danger before it arrives, and anticipates outcomes far beyond anyone else. Influence separates him. His guidance protects, but it also isolates, creating a gulf that no victories or laughter can bridge. Gojo's jokes and teasing are more than personality, they are protection. Laughter hides calculation, boredom, and reflection. When he mocks his enemies or friends or flirts with theatrics, he deflects scrutiny. Humor gives him freedom, but it also masks loneliness and the constant mental weight of being relied upon by everyone around him. To them, he's not just a friend or mentor, but a weapon. Invincibility is not excitement. Gojo faces enemies few could imagine, yet the thrill fades when no one can challenge him. He orchestrates battles, manipulates outcomes, and observes humans with detachment. Even limitless power cannot replicate the unpredictability, fear, or struggle that makes life feel meaningful. Strength brings choices no one else can make. Gojo decides who to fight, who to save, who to protect. Each action has ripple effects that shape the sorcerer world. Invincibility does not grant clarity and morality, it amplifies it. Every victory, every decision carries weight that cannot be shared. Gojo's mind is constantly active. Battles are theaters of thought, each opponent a problem to solve. He manipulates space, time, and perception, predicting every outcome. This intelligence isolates him. He sees paths others cannot, calculates stakes others cannot, and carries the responsibility of action alone. Even with allies like Gedo, bonds are complicated. Ideals, differences, and past choices weigh heavily. Connections require compromise and understanding, yet Gojo's unmatched skill shifts every interaction. He cannot afford miscalculation, yet he craves trust. Every relationship carries risk, proving that strength cannot guarantee companionship. Some battles are unseen, mental, emotional, philosophical. Gojo contemplates morality, responsibility, and consequence far beyond combat. Observing the world, predicting curses, guiding students, every choice is a fight against potential disaster. Strength is his tool, but also a constant reminder that not all battles can be won easily. Every decision carries lives in its balance. Gojo knows that saving one student could endanger another. Choosing when to act or remain silent is a moral gamble. Invincibility amplifies responsibility. It cannot prevent harm entirely. Strength grants options, but it does not absolve the consequences that follow. He understands humans like few can. He sees fear, ambition, loyalty, and fragility, but knowledge is not connection. Gojo can anticipate actions, protect lives, and guide others, but cannot fully experience shared struggle. Strength lets him influence outcomes, yet isolates him from genuine vulnerability and empathy. Being invincible means every action has amplified consequences. Protecting students, defeating curses, and intervening in events shapes the world profoundly. Yet this power does not guarantee safety or justice. Gojo must bear the moral weight alone, knowing that even mistakes that seem small can have irreversible effects. Power gives freedom, yet imposes restraint. Gojo cannot act recklessly, cannot afford errors. Every life touched carries responsibility. His omnipotence becomes a chain, demanding calculation, foresight, and endurance. Strength does not guarantee happiness, only influence, and the knowledge that consequences cannot be shared. Gojo Satoru demonstrates that strength is not everything. Power cannot guarantee understanding, safety, or connection. Even the strongest face choices, moral weight, and consequences that others cannot bear. Invincibility may protect his body, but it cannot shield him from the responsibilities, losses, and solitude that define a life lived above all else. His story reminds us that strength alone cannot solve everything. Talent, skill, or success cannot shield us from responsibility, hard choices, or loneliness. Real growth comes from connection, reflection, and empathy. Even the strongest face moments they cannot control. Life asks us to balance power with understanding, ability with humanity, and achievement with heart. Being the strongest doesn't mean life is easy. It just means no one sees the weight you carry.